Welcome back to the House of Baseball. I'm Coach Shrek. I'm here to talk to you about bunting. Bunting, one of the aspects of baseball most people don't really like, but if it works out well, it's an enjoyable sight to see, right? So we want to kind of develop ourselves as a bunter. We don't have to be perfect at it, but we do have to learn how to do it properly. Too many times I'm going and I'm seeing youth athletes laying their bat flat when they're bunting. If you lay your bat flat when you're bunting, your catcher is going to catch a lot of pop-outs, okay? They're going to hit the bat. If it hits it above the halfway point on the bat, 9 chances out of 10 we're popping that ball straight up in the air. It's going to be an out. We want to lay down bunts. We want to do it properly. So we want to angle our bat at 45. A 45-degree angle. This way, when we receive the ball to the bat and we're catching the ball, we're not poking at it, we're catching it, right? We're receiving the ball. We're trying to take his momentum and only giving it enough momentum to go about halfway between home and third, staying in fair territory, or home and first, staying in fair territory, right? We don't really want to bunt it right back to the pitcher. 9 chances out of 10, if we're sacrificing ourselves, that would be a good play. But 9 chances out of 10, we're not trying to sacrifice our own self for the play. We want to make this happen so that it is difficult for players to be able to get us out, but also advancing the runners that we need to advance, right? Or we're doing a squeeze play here. We're rolling down the first base line for a squeeze play. We're trying to hug this line as much as possible, running on the outside in foul territory, trying to get to first base. So the setup, right? The setup of bunting. You're in the box. Typically when you're looking to swing, you are back in the box. Most of you guys I see are back in the box. What you want to be is up to the front of the box. The reason is this opens up the entire field for you guys to lay down a bunt. So there's a bigger area for us to push it into fair territory than to get a foul ball out of this and end up having another strike on our hands. So when we go, we want to angle our back leg like we already hit, right? So we're going to bend it slightly. We're going to have our foot turned a little bit. We're going to have our front foot forward. We're going to have our bat at a 45. Now, for us, if the pitch is low, we're going to bend at the knees to bring our bat down. We're going to keep ourselves in the right line with the bat. So up, down, that's how we're going to do it. So straight on view, if you're laying down a bunt, you want up, down, right? You don't want to go, okay? We want to keep it right here. So when we receive it, boom, boom. We're going to be taking that ball right off the bat. The second thing is we're going to want to make sure that when it's an outside pitch or we need to draw back for that pitch, it's more clear, right? At a 45, we can pull it right back to our body and even turn. This way, if it's coming in close to us, we're protecting our bat, right? So we don't get a foul off of it, and we're protecting ourselves by turning on it. So when it's an outside pitch, we do want to push out a little bit with our hands. Push out a little bit, but we're still staying on that same level. So up and down is basically this way. We don't want to reach and try to tag like this. Out here, we're pulling back, right? Unless we need to really lay that bunt down, then we might have to do that. But we don't want to do that. That's worst case scenario. We want to lay down that bunt at a 45, fingers tucked. We don't want to wrap our hands. We want to keep them back here, out of the way, protected. So when we lay it down, we want to keep it back here on the bat. We don't want it out here. We want it back here. This is our hitting zone. This is where we're going to hit it. So we want to line it up so that we're not putting our fingers in danger of being smashed. That's the basic forms of bunting. Lay down your bunts. If we're going down third base, we're going to push the butt of your bat out, right, to angle this way. We're going to pull it back in to angle it down first base. So it's out, in, That gives us our direction for where we're going to lay down the bunt. If there's any other questions, you can comment. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you all. And always remember, respect the game.